Right then, lads and lasses, how we're doing, and welcome back to the channel. Hope you're all having a wonderful day. Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to 5pm News. In today's 5pm News video, we have news from an American source and an American journalist by the name of Tom Bogert. I'm not gonna lie, I've never heard of that surname before. Sorry for the pronunciation, mate, but it's been reported by quite a reliable American source that MLS side Charlotte FC will return to a deal for Miguel Almiron in January, with the deal potentially being agreed at £8.5 million, exactly in the American currency at $10 million, including add-ons in that deal. Of course, as we know, Charlotte FC were interested in Miguel Almiron in the last transfer window, of course, the summer transfer window, and they will return in January, hoping that they can retain the services of the Paraguayan winger. But ladies and gentlemen, of course, with one right winger in Miguel Almiron potentially leaving the club in January, it's been reported by Sky Sports Switzerland that Newcastle United are close to agreeing a deal for PSV sensation Johan Bakayoko. This guy, he looks like an absolute gem. So without further ado, if you do enjoy the video, make sure to hit the thumbs up button and subscribe if you are new for all Newcastle United content. Let me know down below, would you like to see Bakayoko at Newcastle United? And would you take £8.5 million for Miguel Almiron? Of course, taking into consideration his contract will expire next season, just like Johan Bakayoko's. But without further ado, let's get into it. So yes, ladies and gentlemen, honestly, I can't wait to get into this. Johan Bakayoko is a player who I have watched in the Champions League, and I must say, although it is the toughest club competition in the world, certainly in my opinion, this guy looks amazing. But on Miguel Almiron, of course, Charlotte FC are interested and want to do a deal for £8.5 million for Miguel Almiron. Newcastle wanted £16 million in the last summer transfer window and just about halved that transfer valuation in the last 6 months. Miggy's time at Newcastle United, in my opinion, it really is up. He's not getting the game time he used to, of course, looks out of favour because of that at Newcastle United, and it's not only he's not out of favour due to the game time, let's be real, his quality, it's really below par of what we need at Newcastle United. Now, I know Jacob Murphy isn't 10 times better, but he's better than Miguel Almiron. Look, Miggy's been a class servant for the club. He's always given 100%, so if we can get £8.5 million for Miguel Almiron, he gets to go abroad, gets some nice game time, gets a nice wage. Everyone can have happy days. But lads and lasses, let's start to get excited. Let's talk about Johan Bakayoko. It's been reported by numerous Dutch sources, but in particular, we are going to use the most reliable source, Sky Sports Switzerland. It's been reported by them as of last night that Newcastle United are reportedly close to agreeing a €30 million deal for PSV star boy and right winger Johan Bakayoko. The Belgian international, who's made 18 appearances for his country, is out of contract in 2026 but wants to leave PSV Eindhoven in 2025. It doesn't take a genius to know 2025 is in less than 2 weeks. This guy, he genuinely looks serious. On that left foot, he scored 5 goals and 14 appearances in the Eredivisie this season. The 21-year-old has, of course, I was saying it before, he's appeared, scored and assisted in the Champions League this season, which of course is a club competition and a level of club football where Newcastle United aspire to get back. Now, of course, lads and lasses, you really do have to be careful when you buy from the leagues like the Eredivisie, the Dutch league. We've seen what's happened with Anthony in the past, even Matthias de Ligt, too. Doesn't look like the one star boy he was, especially at Ajax, playing in Champions League finals. Now he looks just about as fast as a fridge in Manchester United's team. So we do have to be wary. Of course, the calibre of teams in the Eredivisie to the Premier League is absolute earths away, shall we say. It's not comparable at all. Even the likes of the Ukrainian league with Mikhailo Mudryk, it's not a top 5 league. However, they do produce some very great players. We've seen in the past the likes of Luis Suarez, who of course is one of the best strikers in the world. Even Sven Botman played for Ajax in the youth team, and Was it Heerenveen he played for? I think it was. I might be completely wrong there, by the way. But of course, they do produce some great players, so fingers crossed. Johan Bakayoko is one of them players. He's been linked with some of the best teams in the world, in my opinion. Of course, we do still have to be wary because of that league, but performing in the Champions League and being linked consistently every single window to some of the best teams in the world, in my opinion, 30 million euros, it's gotta be a steal. If we get anything near 10 million pounds for Miguel Almiron, and of course Bakayoko is 30 million euros, which is nowhere near 30 million pounds in the PSR world, surely we have some wiggle room to get this deal done. And in my opinion, a right winger still is the priority in that team. We may need a centre-back with Botman, although returning very, very soon. We have an aging group in Fabian Shaw, Jamal Lascelles, Dan Burn, Emil Kraft. We may need to get a centre-back in the near future, but for right now, if we want to develop this team, it's got to be a right winger, and it's got to be quality, just like Johan Bakayoko. And the amount of right wingers we've been linked with who do have a left foot, it's quite interesting because at the club right now, Jacob Murphy is starting week in, week out. Of course, he is a right-footed right winger. Let's see what a left-footed winger could do. We could have seen that with Yankuba Minte if it wasn't for PSR. But enough of that. We'll all start to get frustrated. There we have it, ladies and gentlemen. MLS side Charlotte FC are moving back in for Miguel Almiron. And of course, Sky Sports Switzerland have reported that we are close to agreeing a 30 million euro deal for PSV star boy Johan Bakayoko. If you did enjoy the video, make sure to hit the thumbs up button and subscribe if you are new for all Newcastle United content. I've been Geordie Josh. Go and enjoy your day, people.